So what do I do with this?
We need to build a big structure.
Yeah. Is it the 48 spatial pylons in the IO port?
Funny enough, yes, it is.
Amazing. I guess I know what I'm gonna doing again. Nathan.
Neff,
Have
what did you do?
we automated Fluix yet?
Should be, yes.
Okay. Let's see how many of these I can craft up. We're gonna pattern you, and just on general principles, pattern you.
Oh. Handy that I installed a second pattern terminal over here.
Ah, yes. So are we stepping on each other again?
Not now, we're not. I should program up some of these alloys that we need. I don't seem to have done yet.
Alright. Let's see if we can craft all 48 of these that we need. Alright. She is going. It's going to take 30 minutes to craft.
Press X to doubt.
Oh, yeah. It just dropped all the way down to like 8 minutes. Paint Drying Simulator 2025.
Not yet.
We still got a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean, wow, it's already in 50 minutes. Quite possibly one of the only videos that was recorded in the span of 2 years. All in the same day. Well, all in the same session in the span of 2 years. There was a logical statement in there somewhere. So where do we want to put this massive thing?
Outside, probably. Or maybe in one of the basements where we have a bunch of space.
Well, there's a bunch of space in this basement.
That works.
And it's fitting, too, because this is spatial I.O. and space and, you know.
You have a point.
Not necessarily the same space, but, you know.
It's close enough for our purposes.
Yes, play on words. Words on play on words play. There's not a coherent anything in there anywhere. Electrical stealing. I'm really just... I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just rambling while I wait for this craft job to finish. That I'm not going to cancel this time because I'm not an idiot. Citation needed. Oh, I've been sitting here so long, I'm an AFK now.
Oh, here's something else we'll probably need to make another ME controller. Oh dear, we're out of soul sand. That's not good. Can you make soul sand?
BRB.
Oh, we're out of soul sand. Oh, you can make it easily enough, and here I am, going into Nether trying to mine it.
That's the most Nathan thing I've heard all day.
Yep.
The gold key is hidden away in spatial storage. You'll need a 4x4x4 spatial chamber. Use the pylons to build a 5x5 wireframe minus the corners, then connect them to an ME network. Basically do exactly as it just told me.
Yes.
Funny how that works. Do the thing TFM tells you to do.
Do we have the pieces?
I have 48 of the pylons and one of the ports.
Have we made another controller yet?
No. If I could spell, that would be great. We haven't programmed them into the system, I don't think.
I think you're right.
Hey Nathan, you want to program them in the system for me since I'm too lazy?
If I can, with a cat on half of my keyboard.
That's the most cat thing I've heard all day. My god. Nathan,
Yes.
we can make so many corny jokes in the next 40 minutes. That's the most cat thing I've heard all year. You see, it's funny.
Yeah. We get it. We get it. Alright. Can we order up a controller now? Can I type controller with a cat in the way?
Is this good to be put up against a wall? Or do we need to get to the sides of it at all?
You can put it in a wall.
Okay.
Well, future Nathan here with a brief aside about what exactly we're doing here, because in true Creeping Dark fashion, this was terribly not explained. So, this here is an ender chest. Not your regular Minecraft ender chest. No, this is an ender storage ender chest. Now, the ender storage ender chests are sort of programmable. It has 3 colored pieces on the top that you can set using dies. And any 2 ender chests with the same pattern of colors on the top be connected to every other ender chest with the same set of colors. Now, the red, orange, yellow chest is special in this pack. It has a spatial storage cell. Now, what a spatial storage cell is, with applied logistics, you can store items in disks. Well, with spatial storage, you can store world structures in disks. To do so, you build a spatial storage unit out of these pylons. This is what it looks like, or this is what it will look like when past me finishes building it. Basically, you build a wireframe out of these spatial pylons. And this unit's a 4x4x4 unit, so we need to build a 4x4x4 storage unit. Now, the pylons are not part of the 4x4x4, they're outside of it. The 4x4x4 lives inside of this wireframe. So the actual outside of the structure is 6x6x6. Each of these strips of pylons, this set of 4, requires 1 channel. As previously discussed, the cable can only hold 8 channels. And the edge of a cube has 12 edges, so there's 12 of these strips of pylons. So you need to split them up into groups of 8 or less. And in the past, what I had done is I would connect 4 of these pylon strips together and run a cable off of them, and then connect the remaining 8 together and run a cable off them, and keep the 2 groups separate. I didn't realize until looking at this again that I accidentally connected these all together. These are all connected to each other through wires. And yet somehow, just by having 2 separate cables running out of them, that was enough to split them up into groups that don't overload the cable. I had no idea that was a thing until just now. So once you've built the spatial storage unit, you can take the storage cell, put it into the input of the spatial I/O port, give it a redstone signal, and zap. The structure is now stored in the spatial storage cell. You can put it into a similar spatial storage unit and zap it back. And that's how spatial storage works. Now, this spatial storage cell that we got out of the ender chest is special. There's something inside of it that we need to go and see. Because it turns out, you can zap yourself inside of a spatial storage cell as well. As we'll see shortly.
You are going to sit in the corner.
Um,
Am I not doing it right?
No. Wait, No, you're not. Oh! Well, you had some of it right. Oh, you know what? I lied. You do need to get at the sides of it. Go ahead. This was not a well-planned expedition. Mainly because it was not an expedition at all. Is this your way of saying I give up?
Yeah. You're doing alright there, Nathan.
I'm trying to do a search with a cat blocking half my keyboard.
That's the most cat thing I've heard all year. Except it's not a new year yet.
Yes, exactly.
The time of recording, we're in the last, hour of 2024.
You know what? I'm just gonna put some. I'm just gonna use cobblestone as placeholder for the corners until I'm ready to do what I actually need to do. And Lonnie just unfocused Minecraft.
Nice.
I guess that works too. I missed.
I see that.
Why can't I? Oh, because there's a light in the way. That's why.
Skill issue. Light issue.
Yeah, you remember that conversation we had about how long before the lights start running into my cabling and stuff?
It happened that day.
Yes. And now I can't hover because the cat's on the keyboard. Alright, that's the chamber itself. Now, here's the tricky part. Wiring it up.
Nathan, say the line.
Skill issue.
Where are my anvils at that I just had?
The ones that I just buried, you mean?
Yes. What are we gonna do with me? You like my Lonnie impression?
That's not a keyboard. She's sitting on the keyboard, not the computer.
Close enough. At least she isn't hitting the
Now let's just hope you don't crash trying to get back in. Also, we're playing the game of how committed are we to the joke?
Yes. So committed to the joke that I, might end up having to see you in about 8 minutes. But also, you're supposed to laugh when I did that.
Was the long dad sign not good enough? So I've never tried wiring the inside of these before, so I guess we'll see for the first time whether this actually works. And I missed.
Skill issue. Are we even going to be able to utilize all the channels on this, or do we even need to utilize
not even close. We're just doing this long enough to make it work.
We're setting up an entire network, but we don't quite have enough ports on our switch for it all.
Beam?
I'm trying to come up with real-life equivalents again. It's not really working.
And... Oop, I missed.
Skill issue.
If I put the port down... It does recognize the, it does recognize the spatial storage cell. Now we need to give it power. Well, just because... why don't... I'm gonna plug a quartz fiber cable there, and that will allow us to pull power from our existing ME network without actually connecting the network together.
This is gonna be a thing I have to rewire in the ceiling, isn't it?
Maybe. Or we could just tear it all down when we're done with it, because we're just gonna use it once.
So we're gonna build it and then immediately throw the entire thing in the obsolete tech gravestone?
And that's a distinct possibility.
Once again, doing the jank on camera and the cleanup never.
Yep. This should now have plenty of... Oh, this might need some... Yeah, we need some power storage. See, you need 156,000 units of AE power, and you need it all at once. We've only got, like, 5 stored. 8 stored. About 8. That's as much as this can hold. So we need a power storage cell. If I can type the damn thing. I don't even have the excuse of a cat being on the keyboard anymore. Oh, I have programmed the system how to make energy cells. That's handy. Now that I've remembered what they're called.
Skill issue.
Yeah. Plunk. It now has, it's gaining power. Slowly.
Okay, we have the required power.
Alright. Before I forget, I'm going to make sure the room's F7 proof because I had to take a bunch of lights out. So we need to stand in the chamber.
You missed a spot. You unmissed a spot.
Right, so, I should probably put the button where it can reach it.
Skill issue.
Yes, so we're going to stand here. And we're going to hit the button and zap ourselves into the storage cell.
Whoa.
And hopefully this janky thing I did to make this worked. And it did.
We're standing in nothing.
There it is.
Ah. Oh, that's a lot of shulkers.
Yes it is. Yes, that's a lot of shulkers.
Jesus. How many did you put on this thing?
Not this many.
Why are there so many?
I don't know.
I take it there's not supposed to be this many.
No, there's not.
Is there suddenly supposed to be a normal amount of shulkers here?
More or less, yes.
I like how once you get past the entrance, there's literally just none.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Jesus.
But it's going on.
Okay, where do we need to go?
Same place as the regular Inn City, as it turns out.
The ship?
Yep. And you might find something else hilarious when we get here.
There's gonna be a million shulkers in here too, isn't there?
Worse.
A million Elytras.
Yes.
Why are there a million Elytras?
I have no fucking clue. Put one frame with an Elytra in. And it does that.
Hey, look, the golden key.
Yep.
And, Ender Amethyst and Ender whatever.
Yes. And in one of these... Oh, something just crashed.
Nice. Oh, yep. We crashed the server, didn't we?
Yes. Ah, yes, it's the old, single server tick. Took too long.
Nice.
Basically, we lagged it to death.
Internal exception, io.netty.channel.unix.errors, $native IO exception, syscall read, failed connection reset by peer.
I love Java error messages.
Well, see you in 8 minutes.
There's a cat on my spacebar.
I was just about to say, is there a cat in your space?
No, there's a cat on the... oh my god, now she's gonna walk on half the keyboard.
I can hear her typing on the keyboard.
Now her tail's trying to block the mouse. Okay. So, did Lonnie do that? I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Editor Nathan will have to,
Editor Nathan's gonna have a fun time this episode.